Welcome back, good people. Back with some Masa on the Rise. And today I want to do a little bit of set building for the dual blades so you can kind of gauge what to look for when you're trying to make your builds. Um, I know people see a lot of end game builds floating out there, but you may not have everything you need right away to get there. So I want to show you some sets you can make on your way to end game before you're able to make those powerful builds that will help you just chew through, max level anomaly monsters, risen elders, what have you. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna go through low rank, high rank, master rank, and end game builds that you can try. So let's get started. So what we're gonna do is just gonna wipe the slate clean. Take all our armor off, and we're gonna start with low rank armor that you can start with, that'll help carry you into high rank. And then high rank armor you can start off with, or you can even use low rank armor until you get to deeper portion of high rank to just transition to a much stronger build right off the bat. So right now, let's do something like this. Kimura armor got crit eye, so you will probably look for a set where you'll get a lot of crit chances. As crit will yield stronger attacks for you, and you'll do more damage. So let's see, out of what we have up top, got Kimura Sash that we can put on, Kimura Waist that gives us crit eye, and you may be looking to complete a full set early on, but overall in this game it's better to mix and match pieces to get the most out of your build, because each set doesn't have everything you'll need to get a max DPS build, or DPS with some comfort with some defense, or all defense, some utility. Each armor set has good pieces in it. There's few sets that you can just fully use and just go with that. But if you want to get the max damage potential, the max potential out of a set, it's good to mix and match pieces in Rise. And I'd say Monster Hunter in general in the past probably 4 games, it's been like that. Mixing and matching armor pieces to get optimal sets. So just take that into consideration when you're making your build. So we got Kimura Sash, Crit Eye, Hunter, chest piece, yields us attack, and the pants yield us attack, and a little bit of stun resistance as well. So we have legs, waist. We need head and arms. So Izuchi Helm yields us crit eye, so we got some more crit eye. Now we just need a good arm piece, and we can get it from Alloy Vambraces. So Our first little set for low rank. Oh, let me do this before we before things get a little crazy. Okay. So our first little set for low rank. Crit out 3, attack boost 2. Pretty good start. In a good direction for a DPS set. When you're able to farm talismans, you'll start doing that. I don't remember when or what level you can. I'm pretty sure it's relatively early. So let's see if I can remember. Let's see, building pod, because all this changed recently.
Okay then. See you soon.
See, let's go back to Kimura Village. Because I remember it's pretty early you can use the merchant to farm for talismans.
Oh, hello.
I'm trying to remember. Anyway,
Anytime.
when you farm for talismans, you'll probably want to look for something like attack or crit eye to complement your early builds. So let me see. So something like these rare 2s, rare 3s. See, I have nothing that's really too good on here. Let's see. Could use Heartbreaker. It's not too bad. Speed sharpening, speed eating. I mean, mainly I would recommend to go with something that has crit eye or attack, or if you could get weakness exploit, that's a plus, because your main goal when fighting any monster is to attack the weak point as often as you can. And weakness exploit gives you more crit when you attack the weak point. So that's why we recommend attack, crit eye, or weakness exploit. For dual blades, if you're not good with stamina management, you can go with Constitution. It'll reduce your stamina depletion by a certain percentage, so you'll have more time when you go into demon mode to manage your stamina, so you don't run out of stamina and get punished trying to dodge and you don't have enough stamina to dodge. So if you need a little utility, Constitution will work for you if you're looking to play dual blades and you're not used to managing stamina early. So that's an option for you to go to. I don't think Marathon Runner you get early, so Constitution would be your best set early on. Could also go with this Constitution recovery up, so you'll have the stamina, reduced stamina depletion, and also you'll have more recovery on your potions in case you have to use a lot of potions. If you're getting used to the game, this will lessen the times you have to take potions because you'll get health back. So these are just some small ideas to get you started. Zuchi Helm, Hunter's Helm, Alloy Vibrances, Kimura Obi, Hunter's Greaves, and you're off to a good start. Crit eye 3, you'll have 15% affinity, little boost to attack, Constitution for reduced stamina depletion, stun resistance, so you don't get stunned if you take too many hits, and counter strike. If you do get hit, you'll get some stamina. You'll get some attack back once you recover. So it's a solid just starter build for you to get started, what have you. So this is kind of the general direction you want to go if you want to have a good damaging build as you get started in MHR Sunbreak or MHR Rise. We're going to transition to Sunbreak as we go along. So from here, as you start getting to, I say, 2 stars and whatnot, you'll look for something like, you'll want to start getting your armor, get stronger armor. So let's see. You could max out with all crit if you choose to go that route. So, you know, you'll see, okay, 100 mils, level 10, but this mils level 12, and I can get more crit. So I'll slap this on, and I'll be at crit 4, which isn't bad. You have 20% crit, pretty good for early game. And let's see, you'll be looking for, so we're thinking about 2 star right now. So 2 star, you're probably looking for Baroth, and Baroth has good pieces. The head and chest piece has good pieces because you want to increase your defense so you can take more hits and whatnot. So we're talking about Kezu, Baroth. Let's see, the Ignat. If you get the Ignat piece, it has a piece that has attack and crit eye. The leg piece. Now this, you can use this for a long way. This will carry you a long way. So arms and chest. Now we're at attack boost 3, crit eye 3. Looking pretty good. Looking a little more balanced. We got more attack and we still have same level crit eye. So we'll just have to see what other good pieces we have. This one's good to use the Meowcenaries as well, because they'll bring you back some pieces that'll unlock certain armors you can use to help in your build. So here, so we have our chest, our head, chest, and legs. So we could add crit element. Now, if you want to go with element builds, crit element is an essential skill to have to give you more damage. Now, if we use these, we'll probably drop off in crit. So we might not want to use these now, because if we have crit element, we want to have high crit. So let's see if we can find something with a little more balance. So this is probably 3 star, but Barioth is essential monster once you get to 3 star. But in 2 star, right now where we're at, we can, you know, stick it out with this attack boost 3, crit eye 3, constitution. This will carry you well into 3 star, honestly. You got a little more defense. You could change the sash to get a little more defense, since this is only like, think what level, just one defense. But you can also upgrade the armor to increase the defense. So if an armor piece fits well in your build, it won't be the end of the world if the defense is lower than the other pieces, because that will happen when you get to end game and you start to augment your pieces. You may have to sacrifice some defense somewhere in order to get the right skills to fit to complete your build. So it's not the end of the world if you have a piece that's lower defense, but it fits to what you need in your playstyle and your set skills. So, but if we wanted to, what would we look for? Could just go with the Azuchi that has 10 defense and it's crit eye, so we can switch that on, and now we have +9 defense, and we have a little more endurance when we get hit. So you go with this setup right here and you'll be good to go. This will carry you a long way, honestly. So, but let's say we're in 3-star. We're in 3-star now. So what setup will we look for in 3-star? So as I mentioned, the Barryoth Saber-Tooth Tiger, his sash has crit eye +2, so we can slap that on. Now we have crit eye 4, attack 3, constitution, etc, etc. So you can look and see what other pieces we have. We wouldn't use crit draw because we'll always have our weapons active. There's no draw playstyle. I mean, you can make one, but it's gonna slow you down trying to draw and then sheathe and draw and then sheathe. It really serves no purpose for the dual blades. Crit draws are mainly for great sword and long sword. Really, those playstyles highly benefit from crit draw. So best piece is crit eye from the waist. This is a fine piece, but we're gonna shop around and see how good we can make this build. So we know we got attack boost on our hidden chest from Barryoth, but let's see how much we can make this build just all around just disgusting. So we can get attack boost. We could also get attack boost here. Instead of crit eye, but we got 20% crit and +3 attack level 3. So right now we're in a pretty good spot. So, but we can always experiment. So let's see. Could drop attack, one attack slot, and have crit eye 5. Now we're at 25% crit, and dropping one attack isn't the end of the world. All right, so we have a ton of crit that's gonna help us tear in some monsters. So we're at a decent spot early game. We have a pretty strong build so far, but still, there's still things that can be done here. So what are those things? So we could do Rathlos, Zenogre, Anjanath, these Nargacuga too. These monsters have great parts for dual blade building. We could get Latin Power Crit Eye. There's an ogre head and chest have both. See Latin Power once it activates. It gives you 20% affinity and 30% reduced stamina depletion. The only problem with Latin Power is you have to meet certain criteria, which is basically like, you know, it's kind of random at times, but it's really good. It's really good. Especially, again, if you don't know how to manage your stamina too well right away, it's very good to have Latin Power. It drastically reduces stamina depletion. So you can stay in demon mode much longer while dodging, while doing your attacks. Like, you can manage it much better with Latin Power on. So we could do something like, let's see, could do Sonogre Helm and chest, which would make us at what? It'll make us at Crit Eye 6. Well, Latin Power, that's like 35 plus. That's a lot of crit right there. It's a ton of crit. So we could do that. Scroll all the way down. So we got a lot of crit right now, but maybe we need a little more attack, right? So Anjanath Coil has +2 attack, pretty good defense as well. Not as much as the Rathlos, but you know, we're looking for the optimal sets. So we could put that on there with an attack, Rathlos attack on the arms, and that'll have us at attack 4, Crit Eye 3 with a Latin Power. So we'll, even though we dropped Crit Eye from level 6, Latin Power is going to make up for Crit Eye. So we're still in a good spot. We got attack 4, which gives us a +5% increase to +5% increase to attack, plus a bonus to attack. So we have that plus Latin Power plus Constitution. So our stamina depletion is extremely good here. So right now, we can say we're more than ready for high rank. So going into high rank, this loadout is fine. And then on top of that, when you find a good talisman that you like, you'll make this build even better. Because, you know, you may not want Constitution, you might want more attack. You might want Razor Sharp to preserve your sharpness while you attack, because critical damage, if I'm not mistaken, drains your sharpness faster, if I'm not mistaken. So that's another thing. You might look for something like that. So, but right now you're set to go into high rank with this build, with this layout right here. So if we change our equipment to, let's go into high rank. So now you see in high rank, you start to see the slots open up. Now you can start adding decorations, and decorations is gonna make your build even stronger. So the main point you want to do is get to the deeper portion of high rank, so you can get the best equipment and then put the best decorations in those slots, and then you'll just have, you know, wonderful, wonderful builds that'll carry you through the first half of master rank. So that's mainly what you want to do there. So, but as you can see, when you get to high rank, it's not looking at the same as low rank. Same armor that you're looking up, you know, things might have switched around, so you have to be to that. So we're in high rank now. If you don't want to stick with the current build that we just made from low rank going into high rank, then we're gonna have to plot some things out and see what we can do. So see, Hunter S, the legs, has attack boost 2 with a level 2 slot. So we could put those on, and attack would fit into a level 2 slot. So we could potentially have attack boost 3. And if you look at our build, now we got attack 5, crit eye 2, Latin power 2. So just adding that one piece, you know, we're still in a good position. So explore the rest of it. We know we have Zenogre on our chest piece, which give us crit eye and Latin power. So maybe we won't want to change that, because we still want to maintain our a decent amount of crit. So we got a good, we have a good leg piece. So what about our waist piece? Wire Bug Whisperer, crit eye 1, maybe we could do that. Maybe we could put this on, crit eye 2, balances out. Now we're a little more balanced again. Attack boost 4, crit eye 4, Latin power 2. We're in good shape to just storm through to the higher part of high rank, the more difficult part. So if you feel confident enough going in with this kind of layout, you're pretty good right here. So let's see what we can do going into high rank. And I apologize too, the low rank, I didn't have all the pieces for low rank, but I got most of the pieces you'll probably look for when building a dual blade set. So that's why I just have, that's why you see some of the armors missing. So that's just to explain that. So I apologize if everybody was looking like, hey, where's all of the pieces at? So if you see this piece, this is the low rank, this is the high rank version from low rank. Now you see it's attack 2 and crit eye 2. So this piece can carry us. We can take this piece all the way to the end portion of high rank. So let's just slap that on for now, because that is a very good piece. So if we go down to the more difficult monsters, so you see the Anja coil, great slots plus attack boost 2. So slap that, and look at that, crit eye 6, attack boost 4, Latin power 2. It's already coming pretty nasty. Build's coming pretty nasty. So We look now. Let's see how we can further advance our build. Now we don't use Slugger, but attack boost 2 would be great. So we can throw that in the hat for later. Could use evade window. Evade window complements dual blade build very well. So we can throw that in the hat. But I guess we're gonna look for just the creme de la creme for high rank to help us go into master rank. So let's get a attack boost 2 in there. So now we're at attack 6, crit eye 4, Latin power 2, constitution with our talisman. We still haven't changed our talisman yet, but we have attack. We also have utility and constitution and Latin power. Latin power is a combination of attack and utility for a build. So arms, waist, and legs, like we have good pieces for those right now, and we're looking fantastic right now. So right now we still have low rank Zenogre, helm and chest, high rank Rathlos, Anjanath, and Ignite Greaves. If you want to use this build to help you conquer high rank, this will definitely help you do it. So, but let's see if we can optimize the build even further. Let's see what we can do. So, the helm and the chest. We have to look for good pieces there. Oh, now we have weakness exploit in the mix. Weakness exploit. Weakness exploit gives us more crit. So we can drop the crit eye and we can get weakness exploit. And now we have attack 6, crit eye 2, weakness exploit 2, Latin power 2, constitution. Weakness exploit attacks that hit weak spots, as we explained earlier, gives us more crit chance. So weakness exploit is standard in every DPS build. Every build that you want to do damage in, weakness exploit is basically standard. It's not necessary because Latin power also gives you crit chance, but weakness exploit is fixed. Latin power is conditional. So having a fixed chance to do more crit is much better, but depending on your play style, your build, Latin power might be more complementary to what you want to do. So just for the mid, not the mid, you can say the mid portion of high rank, where you fight the more significant monsters, Rathlos, Zenogre, Nargacuga, Misune. This is a nice little layout you can have going into that. And we still haven't added decorations, mind you. We still haven't added decorations. So, what we have right now: Zenogre hidden chest, Rathlos arms, and Jacoil, Ignite Greaves, and our talisman and our decorations, we still haven't touched any of that. So we have room to make a decent build, make our build further even better than what it is. So I'm gonna try to remember the build that I had at the end of Monster Hunter Rise and bring that to you. See if I can remember this, because you want to get to the down here the more dangerous monsters who give just great pieces. See, this is a great piece right here. This is a fantastic piece. Teostra Helm. So let's see. Teostra Helm, and these are Zhang pants. So you see right now we're at attack 4, crit on, but we have crit boost now. So crit boost is gonna give us more damage when we land critical strikes. So we're definitely going to want to land more crits so we can do more damage, but we also want that attack bolstered through attack boost, because that's going to make it even more damage. So we want all of those on point, and we also want our weakness exploit factored in. So see what we can further do. We really don't want maximum might, because as dual blade players, when we go into demon mode, maximum might is just going to go away, because it's based on your stamina not moving, and our stamina is being used all the time. It's always moving, so it's not really going to benefit us too much. So we're just going to have to play around with that. So we'll just have to say, what can we do in order to make a refined build? So got this, got that. Got attack, got crit boost. Okay, so this is where like our talismans and everything will have to play a factor when we're trying to make a proficient build. And the best talismans are rare 7s, quote unquote. But even though they're rare 7s, doesn't mean you'll always get the best out of them. But there are some pretty good ones, I will say that. So you're going to be farming a lot of you're going to be farming for a lot of good talismans. Good thing is you can do that on the fly. You can just set up the talismans that you want to get, and after each quest you complete, there'll be a talisman ready for you to pull to see what you get. Set up 10 in between your quests in order to just, you know, stretch out the amount of talismans that you can potentially gain. Let's see. I know I have a good one in here that I use. Okay, so I forgot that Sunbreak added a feature that you can lock the talismans that you want to keep, in case, you know, the talisman box got full and you need to move some. So I forgot about that. So I was looking for my good talismans, and you know, they separate the locked talismans from the unlocked talismans. So oh, they deleted my talismans for a second, but I kept a lot of the low rank talismans that I had. But right now, you can go with this kind of layout. I'll change this back to Zenogre real fast. So you can see, just with the layout right here, we have attack 4, crit on 3, crit boost 3, weakness exploit 3, and Latin power 2 with the build that we have now. So, and with the slots we have available, we could build upon that. We could add crit eye to these level 2 slots. We could add some to the level 2 slot here. We could go crit eye 5, attack boost 5, and probably full element or whatever we want to use if we're using element dual blades. So basically it's a base template of what you can go to. You can also go with this layout. You have crit out 5, attack boost 4, crit boost 3, weakness exploit 2, but you can make it into 3 with the level 2 slots that you have. So, which will probably be, it'd be better to go with something like this due to the fact that you want to take advantage of crit boost. So you want to have as much crit boost, critical chance that you can have, so that you can get the most out of crit boost. And having crit element there will add on to your element attack if you want to go with an element build. So you have those options with this, basically this base template in Monster Hunter Rise and base Rise. So I guess we'll just kind of show what it could be. I won't do anything with the weapons because they're master rank weapons, so that'd be a little, when we're at high rank, so I won't go to that just yet. So you see, add this, now we're at weakness exploit 3, and we have 2 other level 2 slots, so we can either add expert, put it at crit I6, and we could possibly add another attack. Now we're at crit I6, attack boost 5, and we're set for damage. Let's say we wanted to, we're using what, fire weapons, so we'll just fill out all the level 1s with blaze up to level 5, so that we'll have level 5 on that. So now we got crit on 6, attack boost 5, fire attack 5, crit boost 3, weakness exploit 3, Latin power 1, crit out 1, and dragon attack. That's just based on one of the pieces that we have on. So great setup leading into master rank. We have high attack, and we're taking advantage of any element that, you know, the monster we're facing is weak to. Plus we have Latin power for utility, and we have crit element for more damage on top of that. It gives us 5%, but that's still pretty good for what we're going here, because we're going for a lot of crit, and that is going to complement crit element and crit boost. So this whole layout is pretty solid for end game high rank. This is pretty good layout to lead you into master rank. So dual blade players, you know, think about this kind of layout. But this is basically a general direction you want to go when you're making your dual blade builds. Going into each rank, you want to just have that that bar, the levels, go higher and higher as much as you can, and make sure they have good synergy, good utility where you can have it. So, that's what you're aiming for, really. So we basically have our high rank build set up. This is going to take us pretty deep into high rank, pretty much take on any monster and pretty much rip it apart for the most part. So now for the Big Daddy Master rank. So going into Master rank, you should be pretty decent going in Master rank with build like that. They're going to hit hard initially until you're able to catch up. But as you can see, the defense in Master rank on just the early pieces 80 versus high rank. This is at 11. Well, you see level 1 is 74 for a in monster, and high rank. Early master rank is 80. So if you feel you need to transition right away into master rank armor because you want more survivability, same rules apply. Look for what you can use early that benefits your dual blade build. You'll be able to fit more slots in master rank, or better slots anyway. So let's see, we can go for something like pretty much the same. I mean, you seen how we were able to make a solid build from almost the same pieces going into high rank. So master rank most likely be more of the same. If you can have access to the Ignite piece early, then grab this. Now this is augmented, but the Ignite piece, like in high rank, starts off with attack, crit eye, with high defense. See, it starts at 94 at level 1. So if you can if you have early access to it, if you have early access right away, get that piece. So you get to take advantage of good stats early on. So I wouldn't say power prolonger is good for dual blades, but you don't necessarily need it because you can build your meter back fairly decent. But in Sunbreak, there was a difference, or there is a difference between the demon modes. Regular demon mode it was basically useless before Sunbreak, but now they gave it a use. They gave it good utility. Demon mode, regular demon mode, helps build your meter faster, so you can get into archdemon mode and get the better combos. Power prolonger would help you maintain archdemon mode for longer, but you don't really need it because you're gonna try to attack from from demon mode most of the time, so you'll be getting that meter back while you're fighting the monster. So that's my advice on it. If you feel more comfortable with power prolonger on, then you always fit it in somewhere. Probably get like one slot of it for just to be comfortable, you know. So let's see. We have our Ignite piece early. Baggy piece is looking pretty good. We could do that. Because as high attack and a level 3 slot. Let's see what else we got. Crit eye. There. So, let's see. Let's see if we went with a baggy piece. Went with a baggy piece and a Velociplay piece, a Zuchi piece, and maybe another Zuchi piece. What are we looking like? Attack boost 6, crit eye 5, weakness exploit 3, evade window 3. Plus everything else we didn't really touch. We got recovery speed and everything like that. So we lost some of the skills that we had from the end of high rank with Rajang. Rajang provided crit boost. Teostra provided crit boost and crit eye. But, you know, if you don't trust using your end-game high-rank armor going into master rank, this is what you can do to start off, you know, your transition into high rank. So, and then you got slots, so you can take advantage of those slots. You can slap on element, so you can take advantage of the elemental weaknesses of your the monsters that you hunt. You got a evade window to give you vulnerability during some monsters' attacks. You can dodge through some of the attacks. So as I'm looking right now, you could potentially be at attack 7 and crit eye 7 right away with weakness exploit 3. So if we set it up like that, see, we're at attack boost 7 already, and expert and another expert, and let's say we're doing fire again. Blaze. We at 4. And fire attack 4. So, like that. It's only at 5. So, right away. Attack boost 7, crit eye 7, fire attack 5, weakness exploit 5, evade window 3, recovery speed level 2, and sleep resistance. That's there. But we can also just say, hey, why not full recovery speed? So now we got recovery speed 3, and look, we got a strong build. We have a strong dual blade build already going into master rank, and we have utility and recovery speed and evade window. So this layout right here could help you, you know, if you feel comfortable, you know, going into master rank with early game master rank armor. This is a build that you can start off with right away, and you can see that it'll be extremely optimal right away, and it'll have master rank defense that you can, utilize with the armor pieces right away. So you're already off to a good start, which should take you to at least mid master rank, where you should get to Rathlos and all the fun monsters right away, just with this layout right here that we've built together. And on top of the decorations you'll have from your weapons, you can add some stuff there. You could potentially say your weapons had 2 level 2 slots. You could potentially drop 1 level in weakness exploit and just put 3 crit boosts on there in the slots, so you have level 3 crit boosts, and that'll help you take advantage of crit boosts and get more damage while you attack. So that's also an option that you can consider. I guess I'll just demonstrate that. So boom, let's say you have a weapon with 2 level 2 slots early on, and oh yeah, there it is. Boom. So weakness exploit at level 2 gives you 30% affinity when you attack weak parts of the monster. But you also have crit eye at level 7 that gives you 40%. So that's 70% between the two skills that's giving you affinity, and 70% of your attacks being boosted from crit boost. Like, that's pretty good. And if you get a fighter companion, a fighter Palico with a rousing roar, the rousing roar will give you 30%, and you'll be at 100% for your attacks, and you'll have the 40% additional damage from crit boost that way. So options you can always consider, going into mastering. We're just showing everything that we can do. So a build like this most definitely should carry you through to mid master rank, to where you can get the monsters with more prominent skills that you can take advantage of. So let's say we get there and we get to all the big nasties, because we have a good set. So I think this is modified, yeah. Let's see. So Rathos Coil is very good. It is very good, because it has attack boost 2, windproof 3, and crit boost. It has crit boost level 1. This is augmented, so it's showing level 2. So, but we're gonna utilize it anyway. So we're gonna see. We're gonna clear all our decos, so make it just the base template all over again. So we can mix and match our armor and make our prominent mid-game master rank build. So because those early game pieces will eventually get to a point where they can't hold up to the damage the later game monsters can dish out. So you'll want to obviously upgrade and get better gear. So the whole point of monsters is gear up, get good, get better. Gear up, get good, get better gear, and basically turn into a demon and slay everything. Basically, it's basically the rules of Monster Hunter. Trying to see. So we have attack boost from the Rathlos. What we can also do is get I'm trying to remember the build that I had before, you know, we got all the nasty before leading up to Malzeno. I'm trying to remember that build. So I believe I had I know I had leading up to Malzeno. Shoot. So we got the Ignite. We have the Rathlos coil. And I was experimenting with so many builds. Could go Latin power there. Could go attack boost here. And we already have weakness exploit. I might have went with crit boost for my talisman, if I remember correctly. I don't remember if you fight Malzeno before or after the other elders. Can't remember. Okay, let's see. See what we can work out prior to that. So we got the waist, we got the legs, we got the head. We'll go with that because we're trying to get stronger for the Malzeno fight. Let's go with that, right? So, decent build here. Attack 6, crit eye 6, crit boost, weakness exploit, grinder S. Grinder S is great because once you go down 2 levels, you sharpen, and when it jumps to sharpness levels, you'll get a drastic boost in attack. It only lasts for a minute though, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 60 seconds. So it's conditional, but it's also good to give you a boost into your attack. So as you can see, we're already, you know, almost maxed out in our attack and our crit. So if we look at our slots, we got a level 2, we got a 3 and a 1, we got a 2, we got a 2, and we got a 2-1-1. And we also still have our slots in our talisman. So we can fill those up with anything we want, and we have a lot of room to work with. I'm trying to see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we can still get our full element, you know, fire 5, thunder 5, ice 5. We can still get that. We can still work that into the build as well. So we'll be high on element damage as best we can. So this is a potential build that you can slap together as you move forward towards Malzeno and towards the final boss. I wish I had the loadout still. I don't have. I had a full loadout, which is pretty much similar. It was similar to what my builds are here, but these builds are able to dish out a lot more damage. I wish I kept it. But yeah, leading up to Malzeno, this is a good build that you can slap together. You'll benefit from Grinder S. Once you put your decos in, you'll have attack boost 7, crit eye 7, crit boost 3, weakness exploit 3. And you should be able to put in your full element, and should be a little room for anything else you might want. Once you get past Malzeno and you get to the Elder Dragons and whatnot, let's see. So you get to Rajang, Elder Dragons, Malzeno, all those big devastating monsters that you have to take on. You get to those, you're getting their parts, and you're like, okay, I have all these new parts. What's a new build that I can slap together? So, shoot, all these great pieces I augmented to. I already augmented. So, Teostra, helm and chest, right off the bat, great pieces to have. We can keep the Rathlos piece on for attack. We can even put on attack there, because the Teostra helm and chest have a lot of crit eye, so you won't really need crit eye or anything like that. So we have full crit boost, and we're getting into the Master's Touch area where it'll help preserve our damage, which is a big part of end game sets. Damage preservation. You want to maintain your sharpness, a high level of sharpness, so you can maintain high level of damage. Every time your sharpness goes down, I believe you use 5% attack or so, or 10%, something like that. So now we're getting in the realm of Master's Touch, which is a great skill to have in any build, especially dual blades, since dual blades attack very often, and you know, we need something to help maintain our sharpness level, so we can keep meting out that high damage potential. So we have a couple slots we can work with. You see between the helm and the chest, we can fill that with full element, and we'll still have slots left over to experiment with and fill it up with, whatever we want. So going into, end game, to the anomalies and everything like that, you'll want to have something like Master's Touch. It just helps tremendously to where your sharpness won't go into the blue or the green to where you start bouncing off, because then you'll need like sharpness, speed sharpening, everything like that to get back in the fight. But Master Touch keeps you in the fight far longer, and it all is dependent on your crit eye, which what we're doing. We're maintaining a high level of crit so we can get the benefit of Master's Touch. So Master Touch, if I can pull it up here, prevent your weapon from losing sharpness during critical hits. So we're critting all the time. At level 3, 80% chance of no sharpness loss. No sharpness loss. I said sharpness loss. Sharpness loss. English. 80% chance of no sharpness loss while active. So our high crit is benefiting from Master's Touch. So just a base, build template going into end game. High damage potential, utility. I haven't, put any decorations into it. So anything you will want to take and put into it, it's entirely up to you and your creativity. I'll leave that to you. But this is just, all armor ideas, set combinations, armor combinations you could put together to make a high-end damaging build with some utility to preserve your damage. And and it leaves room for anything else you might want to add to your set. So I'm gonna leave it here. I hope this video helps you as you're coming up in the Monster Hunter world. Sunbreak is a great game. Just because you see some of your favorite content creators zipping through monsters, don't get frustrated if you're trying to do what they're doing and it's not working out. Monster Hunter is about patience and learning, and once you learn everything, eventually you'll just get it. Everything will click, and everything you see your favorite content creator doing, you'll eventually understand why they did it, and you'll adapt and rotate it into your own attack patterns. So, but be patient, be creative in your set building. There's always some new great set right around the corner that could potentially be the new meta. But these are just, set ideas that you can utilize on your way to endgame. Wish I got it out sooner, but busy schedules, life, kids, everything. But I hope this gives you an idea of what you can do if you don't have the proper pieces for the builds that you want to build but don't have it. but you have potential builds you can make along the way before you make those meta in-game builds. So leave a comment, let me know what you think. Do the proper thing, like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.